Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing Hachseg's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 243, and we are in a new chapter, which will take us 2 days, called Halbasha, dressing and clothing the needy. Rabbi said, Chazal teaches HaKadosh Baruch Hu Malbish Arumim. Hashem dresses the naked, those that are in need of their clothing. Af ata talbish arumim, you too should dress the naked as well. Dichsi, like it says, V'yas Hashem Elokim la'adam u'le'ish le'chasnais or v'albishem. We know that after the chait of the Eitz Hadas, when Adam and Chava ate from the tree of knowledge, and they realized that they were unclothed, so they got embarrassed and they began hiding. And what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? Even though that the Adam and Chava, they let him down, they sinned where they were not supposed to sin, and they actually destroyed the future, the present, and the future of all of mankind. As a result of that, nevertheless, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He clothed them in kasnais, or in clothing for them to wear. So you see that just like HaKadosh Baruch Hu does that, and those of Adam and Chava that just sinned against and rebelled against Hashem. So Allah has kama v'kama, the more so that you see someone that's arumim, that is bare, that is naked, that doesn't have the money to buy clothing, all the more so we should go and we should clothe them and make sure that they have that dignity. Uchsiv, and it says further, Kisira aroim, v'chisisa, when you see someone naked and you clothe them, as yibake keshacha arecha, your light is going to burst forth like the morning dawn, which means many, many brachas are going to come to you if you take care of those that need clothing. There's a great need to have mercy on the poor. When it comes to clothing, even more than food. People are poor, they can't afford to eat so well. People are poor, they can't afford clothing. Says the Pele Yoetz, you should have more rachmanis on them when it comes to the clothing than the food. Why? When it comes to eating, a person could get used to living and subsisting on a little bit. A person will go out to work. He'll work hard the whole day. He'll make 2 prutos, 2 coins. He'll be able to go buy himself some bread to eat at night. The bread will satisfy him. That's good enough. And he won't have to rely upon handouts from other people. He can provide for himself that little measly portion. That's going to be good enough for him. But it's not the same thing when it comes to clothing. You need a lot of money at one time to go and buy clothes. You know how expensive Ferragamo shoes are. You know how much the Hermes belt is. It's expensive over here. Even to go to Ross, dress for less. It costs a lot of money these days. Says the Pele Yoetz, so it costs money. Ve'ein yad ha'ani maseges, the hand of the poor man, which means he doesn't have the means at all to put 2 coins together and go buy himself a nice suit, some clothing, a shirt that's not ripped and the like. For an ani, for a poor man to be able to eat, to satisfy himself completely, to get filled up, he doesn't have so much money. He can't even do that. Therefore, he's going to go lacking. Meaning he's going to end up using whatever money he has for the food, and he's going to go lacking tremendously when it comes to his clothing. His clothing going to be ripped and torn everywhere. They're going to have patches upon patches. He's going to have 1 article of clothing left. They're going to be like worn out scraps. That's what all he's going to be able to wear. But his life is not a life. What a busha, what an embarrassment. The guy's walking around in sackcloth. He's walking around with ripped clothing. He has patch upon patch upon patch, rips and threading of his clothing everywhere. It's embarrassing. And therefore it's fitting for the Jewish people. Rachamanim b'nei Rachmanim, we are the merciful people that are the children of merciful, compassionate Jews. You should well up inside of yourself and allow the rachim and the mercy to overwhelm you for these people and take care of them, get them the clothing that they need. So we live in a bit of a different generation. We don't see so much. Everybody has something, but with all the gemachs, the clothing gemachs and everything that the Tomchei Shabbos and everything does, where they provide cheaper clothing for Aniyah ear, for the poor people, that they can go in and they go shopping and buy new clothing, nice clothing and everything. So much chesed that is going on. This is what the Pele Yoetz is talking about. If you could provide for the poor and give them clothing and that dignity, provide for them. It's a great mitzvah, even more than feeding them with food. All the best.